Hello, everybody. It is the Naughty Investor here discussing Bitcoin and gold and where you should invest your money, your hard earned money. And I also want to do some analysis on whether or not gold is going to kill Bitcoin or vice versa, if Bitcoin is going to kill gold or if we're going to get a scenario in the middle where they both rise. So let's go into some background here. We both know the Federal Reserve is printing out tons of money, and we've had zero to 1 or 2% interest rates for the past 10 years basically. And if you understand Austrian School of Economics and you understand inflation, you know this isn't good for the economy because it creates bubbles. It will artificially force money into the stock market. It will increase prices. Now, when this happens, people tend to turn to gold and silver and precious metals for protection against inflation and protection against bubbles. But again, this is the past. This was before Bitcoin was really gaining traction. Now we have Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is getting its market cap is growing every day. There are other cryptocurrencies as well that we'll discuss in future episodes, so make sure you subscribe because I will do analysis on those cryptocurrencies as well. And so we know Bitcoin is growing in popularity, and we know that we're in a big bubble and the economy is not in a good place right now. So what do we do? Where do we put our money? And will gold going up because of the Fed, will that hurt Bitcoin? Now, I just want to say, I think both Bitcoin and gold, I think they're both going to go up in the long term. I don't think either one is going to kill each other. However, I think when gold, I should say, rises due to inflation, when gold and silver do rise, a lot of people who are putting their money into Bitcoin will look over at gold and silver and say, "Hey, this is starting to rise. Let me get on this. Let me get on this bull train and let me make some money here. Let me put my money into gold and silver so I could avoid inflation, so I could make money out of a recession, out of a depression." I just think it's that a lot of the people who are buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies previously were interested in gold and silver. Not all of them, there are many exceptions, but I'd say at least 15% of them, at least 15% of the people who are buying Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are libertarian type people who are concerned with the Federal Reserve, who are concerned about monetary policy, who would otherwise be buying gold and silver. And I believe when gold and silver go up in value, which they will eventually. Now, I'm not making predictions. I don't know when, because you never can really tell, what the Fed's going to do. When are they going to prick the bubble? Are they going to let the bubble burst on its own? You never know what the Fed's going to do because they're not controlled by anyone. They have their own chairmans. They're their own group. So I do think that gold long term is going to rise. I think Bitcoin is going to rise along with it. I think Bitcoin is a great thing. A lot of people who like gold will knock Bitcoin. I don't agree with that. I think Bitcoin is a wonderful thing, and I think everyone should own a little bit, at least a little bit of Bitcoin. I think everyone should own a little bit of gold. Your portfolio needs at least 10% in gold and silver, and I think another 5 or 10% in Bitcoin. And the rest, it depends what your goals are. I'd say emerging markets are good. You might want to put some in an S&P index fund if you're young. But if you're an older person and you invest in the stock market, it's very risky because we're in such a bubble right now. So when the recession hits, your invested money is going to get reduced a lot. But if you're young and you invest in the stock market, you're gonna, when the recession happens, you're gonna lose like half your investment. But because you have so many more years left till your retirement, it'll make up for it. Time in the market beats timing the market. You'll get that 7% a year on average. but we don't really know how bad this bubble is going to be. We don't know how much Bitcoin is going to go up when it pops. We don't know how much gold is going up, but we do know they will go up. That's what happened in the last recession. People turned to precious metals as a hedge against inflation, as a hedge against recessions. Bitcoin, while not a precious metal, is very similar in the fact that there is a limited quantity of Bitcoins out there. In future episodes, in the next episode, I would like to do an analysis on Bitcoin versus Litecoin or on Ethereum. So if you do want to hear those, be sure to hit that sub button, subscribe to my channel, leave a like, share the video, get the word out there. A recession is coming. It will come. It's just a matter of when. So let me just summarize. I know I'm a little bit all over the place with this video. This video was supposed to be Bitcoin versus gold. So now let's just discuss, we discussed that they're both going to go up during the recession. We know that. They're both good investments long term. But now we should discuss which one you should personally invest in if you had to choose one or the other. Because I think you should invest in both silver, gold, and Bitcoin. Now, let's say you have to choose one. It really depends on your risk and how much volatility you are willing to endure. Because if you look at the chart I've had up this entire video, you'll see that gold is a lot less volatile than Bitcoin. Gold is a much more stable investment. However, Bitcoin stands, because it's so much more volatile, you stand to make a lot more money. But again, volatility. Can you handle, the price of Bitcoin, it'll go up like 400 in a week, go down a couple hundred, go up 50. Normal investments do not do that. Normal investments are very boring. They'll go up 1%, they'll go down 0.5%, they'll go up 2%, they'll go down 2%. Normal investments do that. Bitcoin is not a normal investment. But that's not me knocking it, because Bitcoin is still a great investment. It's just, if you're young and you're just putting some side money into Bitcoin, I think that's a great idea. I think that even though it's volatile, it is still a great investment. So before people go in the comments, oh, you're knocking Bitcoin, I own Bitcoin. I own not a huge portion of it, but I do own some Bitcoin. I do own some gold. I do own some silver. For gold and silver, I own both physical, and I own some ETFs out there, some funds. Now the funds, some people say you shouldn't buy funds, some say you should, but I like to be diversified. If there's one thing you'll take away from this video, is not just be diversified in different sectors, but be super diversified. So, most investors will tell you want 10% of your portfolio to be a hedge. Of that 10%, don't put it all in gold, don't put it all in Bitcoin, don't put it all in silver. Distribute it equally, or distribute it, amongst all hedges against the Federal Reserve and inflation and the bubble. That is really the main takeaway of this video that I want you guys to understand. So I think I want to wrap this little video up within a couple minutes. So I just wanted to explain a little bit about my channel. I'm a new channel. I'm the Naughty Investor. Awesome name. Am I right? I will be doing finance episodes. I will be doing episodes. I'm not really doing a podcast per se. It's more of just, a video. But I'll be doing things on finances, how to make money online, how to make passive income, how to invest in cryptocurrencies, which cryptocurrencies are going to beat out which ones I like, which ones I don't like. We're going to be discussing gold, silver. We're going to be doing stock picks. We'll be doing some current event stuff as well. It just, it really depends on what the issue is. I don't want to get political. I just really want to discuss some good economics, give you guys some good advice so you can make some good money and protect your wealth and protect yourself from this crazy time that we live in, where the Federal Reserve for a while had negative interest rates. We're going to pay you to take our money, is basically what a negative interest rate is. So yeah, share the video, leave a like, subscribe. Next episode, I would like to do some discussion on Litecoin versus Bitcoin, and whether or not Litecoin is still a good investment, or if it's dead, and I will try and do that video next, but I might get sidetracked and put out something different. Leave a comment below with something you would like to discuss. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback on this, and that's really it. I will see you guys.